Welcome to Judicial Panorama. I am Parmanand Pandey. Today I shall discuss about the growing number of cases in different courts of the country, right from Supreme Court to the district judiciary. The number of the cases have been growing day by day. According to the latest data, the number of cases have gone up to 4.5 crores. What are the reasons behind the growing number of the cases? The first and the foremost reason is that the literacy rate of this country has gone up, and the people have become aware of their rights, their responsibilities, and if they do not get the justice, they go to the court. This shows that the people have still got a lot of faith in the judicial system of the country. The other reason, in fact, is that the disputes which arise between two persons, between two groups, and a different number of people. So, that is the another reason of the growing number of the cases. But then the number of the cases is not a matter of concern. What is of the concern is the judicial credibility, the number of the cases which take years to decide, that in fact is a cause of concern for the most of the people. There are certain cases which are lying in different courts for decades together, and that erodes the credibility of the judiciary. That is a major cause of concern. So, because the cases will grow, there is no doubt about it. Year after year, the cases will come up that will be filed in different courts of the country, but the only solution is to go for the speedy trial and delivery of the judgments. If the judgments are delivered in time, the people have more faith in the judicial system and they will continue to approach the judiciary. But if they think that if the cases are filed today and it will take decades to be decided, then that will in fact erode the confidence of the people in the judicial system, that will not inspire the confidence among them. So, what are the reasons that I have in fact enumerated in a very brief manner? The other thing which has to be in fact discussed today is that why the judicial system is collapsing. Rather, in fact, I am using a harsh word. Why it is collapsing? Why it is not delivering justice in time? The first and the foremost reason, in fact, is being said that there are number of judges, in fact, whose vacancies have not been filled. But this, to my mind, is not the major reason. The other reason the people say is that the judicial process is a very lengthy one, procedural law is very difficult, and it takes years for coming to any conclusion. The third reason is in fact the non-cooperation of the advocates to the judicial system. They just go for the deferment, for the adjournment of the cases on a very frivolous and very frivolous grounds. So, this is the other reason. To my mind, what is the solution to it? The solution to it is that a time frame is to be fixed. The vacancies in the courts are to be filled in time, but the most important thing which has to be done is the digitalization of the judicial system and the use of the artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence can certainly bring about a revolution in the judicial system, and that can be in fact coming as a huge relief to the people of this country and to the judges. For example, we find that a large number of frivolous cases are filed across the country, and if one person is in fact implicated, the judicial system is like that. They will depend on the investigation of the police. Police is corrupt, incompetent, lethargic and they take years to conclude the evidence, and the witnesses are difficult to be called at the court. So, what is to be done is that the artificial intelligence must be used in a proper manner, so that the frivolous cases can be handled by the artificial intelligence in the beginning itself. And if the surfing is done, if the cases are decided by the artificial intelligence at the initial level, then only the serious matters or only the genuine cases will reach up to the court, and the courts will not be burdened as they are today. The burden of the cases in fact make the judges lethargic, and they do not come to any conclusion when the decision is to be taken. So, the frivolous cases are to be decided by the artificial intelligence, and then with the help of the computer they can be taken to the judges. The judge can decide it in a specified period of time, and with the help of the investigating agency. There can be a separate investigating agency apart from the police which we have today, because the police is not as competent as it can be for the purposes of the investigation. So, my main emphasis in this topic is the generous use of the artificial intelligence, which can reduce the cases and which can filter the cases, and after filtering the serious cases can go up to the judiciary, and the judiciary can make best use of the investigating agencies and then decide the cases with the help of the competent lawyers without giving much adjournment at the requests of the lawyers.